we will begin standing up at the front of your mat. So you can just meet me at the front of your mat. Take a moment to look at your mat, place your feet on the mat. We're actually going to do this together, a little bit of a toe stretch. So standing at the top of your mat, preparing your mind and body for a calm sun salutation practice. Let's start by placing your weight in your right foot, turning the top of your left foot onto the floor, and just feeling for a little bit of a toe stretch across the top of your left foot. So right now we're just getting grounded, paying our attention to the feet, which is such a great thing to do at the beginning of your day. Let's switch sides. Place your weight into your left foot and turn the top of your right foot onto the floor. And breathing here, feeling a stretch across the top of your foot, a little bit of weight in the left leg. Notice what it feels like to distribute your weight and this kind of asymmetrical standing pose for a moment. Then tap the bottom of your right foot onto the floor. Before you lift your arms, feel your heels, feel the tops of the thighs, the sides of your hips, the center of your abdomen, your shoulders, and the back of your skull, all in one line. This is your Tadasana or mountain pose. So we'll be finding this pose in the majority of the practice, and the majority of the poses that we do together. So memorize this. See what it feels like to stand on your own 2 feet, to stand strong within yourself. And then let's lengthen. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. You can breathe in here. And as you exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. So your hands on the floor. Let's step your right foot to the back of your mat. Lower your right knee and step your left foot to the back of the mat. Now we're in tabletop pose with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale for cow, bringing your chest through your arms. Exhale for cat. Lift your upper back in between the shoulders, chucking your chin. We'll come back to center. Walk your knees behind your hips. So now you're in a kneeling plank. Feel the core engage. Find that Tadasana, that mountain pose. And bend your arms to lower to the floor. Untuck your toes on the floor. Reach your arms back. Turn towards your feet. Turn your palms towards the floor. Place your palms down to the mat. Push your hands down as you lift your chest. For this cobra pose, keep pushing your hands down and towards the back of the mat as you lift the chest. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press up to that kneeling plank. Tuck your toes and lift your hips for your first downward facing dog. Breathe here. Exhale. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out. And walk your hands to the back of the mat. Landing on your feet to your heels. And then walk your hands to the front of the mat. Back into downward dog. And walk your feet to your hands at the front of the mat as you fold. Rise to stand on the inhale. Feeling your Tadasana and balance in both feet. Exhale, fold forward. Now step your left foot back. Lower your left knee underneath your hip. Step your right knee back as well. Inhale, cow. Letting your tailbone tip. up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat. Round the back, tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Find tabletop, and then walk your knees back so they are behind your hips, finding your kneeling plank. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower. Engage your glutes as you reach your arms back. This time your hands are lifted, reaching towards the feet. Hands to the floor. Tuck your toes and press into that kneeling plank. And downward facing dog. Lifting your hips. Feel the inhale. And feel the exhale. And walk your hands towards your feet. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Walk your feet towards your hands. And rise to stand, inhale. And do a traditional sun salutation A now. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the floor. And step your left foot back, and then your right foot back, thinking about that calm in the core, calm in the center, in your Tadasana. Lower your knees, and then lower the rest of your body to the mat. Let's reach the arms back for Cobra. Your toes can point. Move the tailbone down towards your feet. Hands to the floor. Press into your kneeling plank. And downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Feeling the calm in every breath. Inhale. Exhale. Step your feet to the front of your mat on the exhale. Reach up to the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale and fold. And step the right foot back. And then step your left foot back this time. Plank pose. You can keep your knees lifted or lower everything to the floor in one piece. Feeling the Tadasana and your transitions, right? Move the tailbone down as you reach your arms back. And lift your toes. You're kind of in this locust pose at this point. Hands to the floor. Press into your kneeling plank. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A little bend to your knees as you inhale. Exhale, bend your knees more. You can push off your toes to step or hop towards your feet, your hands. Rise up, inhale, and do one more. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to your plank pose, and you can keep your knees lifted. We're going to lower just about halfway, maybe a little. We'll maybe step a little bit higher. Bend your elbows to lower, then flip one foot under, then the other for your upward dog. You need to stay off the mat for your upward dog. Then tuck one toe under than the other toe for a downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take one more together. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Step or hop towards your hands. Fold on the exhale. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. You'll turn, and we'll take a seat. Some meditative sun salutations to begin your day. Now find your Tadasana, or your mountain pose in your seat. Bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the abdomen. Shift the shoulders over your pelvis and the ears over the shoulders. Breathing in and out through your nose. Feeling the calm and the fire. Holding both. Feel your breath as often as you can today. Feel your body, feel your feet. Feel your Tadasana, your mountain pose within you as you move into the rest of your day. Bring your palms together, bow forward. You can rise up. As you exhale, lower your hands and open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for your morning practice, and I will see you again here next week.